Welcome to my channel. In the video today, I'll be showing you how to make a satin robe. But before I go on, I want to say thank you so much for the overwhelming response on the satin bonnet video. Thank you so much. Thank you. And to all the 179 subscribers, I can't thank you enough. God bless you. If you have not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Why don't you join the team, enjoy the videos, like and share the videos that you are going to see there, okay? And I'm sure today you're going to join the team and enjoy the video making the satin robe. It complements very well with the satin bonnet, so enjoy the video. You're going to need your fabric, your rulers, some pins, a pair of scissors, a tape measure, and a chalk. The first thing you are going to do is to fold your fabric in this manner. This is the back and that is the front. You've got an extra for the front to accommodate the overlap at the front, okay? So my hip measurement, which is the widest circumference on my body, is 50 divided by 4, 12 and a half, plus half an inch is a sewing allowance, that is 13 inches, okay? And my front plus 3 inches extra is going to give me 16 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and cut along this fold line so that I can separate the two fronts and the back. Now, starting with the back, I'm going to measure 4 inches from the center back here and mark. I'm going to go down 1 inch and put a mark there. Then I'm going to go ahead and freehand the neckline for the back. That's the back neckline. I'm going to go ahead and mark 1 inch down here to have a shoulder slope. Take my ruler and draw the shoulder slope. I'm going to measure 11 inches from the shoulder slant going down to make the armhole. From the shoulder, I'm going to mark 18 inches to mark the waistline. this is the armhole and this is the waistline. Now for the front, all you need to do is to place your back piece alongside the two center fronts with the overlap alongside the center back as illustrated like that. That's the back, that's the front, and that's the two overlaps. This is going to be your shoulder, okay? So go ahead and cut along the shoulder. Okay? Also go ahead and cut along the neckline. Okay, these pins are just to stabilize the fabric. As it is silk, it's always slippery. Okay? Also, before you take away the back piece, make sure you notch the armhole and the waistline. You can either use a notcher or you can use a chalk to mark. Now you can take away the back pattern piece. Once the back pattern piece is off, the next thing you're going to do is to draw a line, that waistline, okay? And then measure 3 or 4 inches on the front, center front as follows. I'm going to mark 3 inches, okay? Right. So once that 3 inches is marked, you get a big or long ruler, go ahead and draw the slant. You can now go ahead and cut the front pieces along that slanted line, and then go ahead and go down, taking away the selvage pieces, okay? And that will be your front piece done. Now for the sleeves, remember I left 11 inches allowance for the armholes, which is measured here, and I folded the fabric into 4, okay, so that I can cut 2 sleeves at the same time. I'm going to make the sleeves 12 inches long because I measured from the shoulder slant on my pattern plus 12 inches, that makes it 22 inches, and that's the total length of my sleeve. And I mark as I've done here, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and cut along that line and all the way up. That will be my sleeves done. The rest of the fabric is going to be used for the loops, the belt, the collar, and the sides, as you are going to observe when we start sewing. Now you're going to take your back piece like that, get the 2 front pieces with the right side facing, pin them to the back of the shoulder, like what I'm doing now. Always start from the armhole. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and stitch. Okay, the front and back pieces are done, and I've done the overlocking as well. Okay, the next thing you're going to do is get your sleeves. Okay, make a little notch, right, to mark the center or the midpoint, right? Once that is done, you can separate the sleeves. Again, with the right side facing, okay? Using that notch as your midpoint, bring it to the shoulder seam here. And pin the sleeves in place, like that. Okay, once that is done, go ahead and stitch the sleeves in place and do the same for the other side. You can see that I've done the overlocking as well. Okay, so the next thing you are going to do is to do the side seams. So basically you just join this all the way from the sleeve, pin in place until you get to the full length of the gown. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be doing now. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and stitch the side seams. Okay, after the side seams, you are going to measure from the left front. Okay, measure all the way, right, all the way to the neckline and all the way down to the right front. Okay, 60 there. Plus 40, that's 100 inches. Okay, so after getting that measurement, you're going to go ahead and cut a strip, right, with that measurement as the length. Okay, I managed to cut 2, which I joined here, right, and then I made a fold. So this strip is 5 inches wide and 108 inches long. Okay, so I went ahead and folded it in half as I have done here and gave it a good press. Okay, as you can see. Right, so the next thing you are going to do is get that strip, pin it in place. Okay, starting from the center back of your neckline, right, going to the left side, and then from here again going to the right side. Okay, okay, going to do it to the other side. Okay, once that is done, I'm going to go ahead and stitch along the strip onto the rope. Okay, the rope is starting to take shape now. Okay, so it should look like this, and give it a good press as I have done here. Alright, with all the overlocking in place, right, nice and neat. The trick I can give you with silk or satin is press every seam all the way. Okay, don't wait until when you finish the project, because it may be very tricky. So that's that. So the next thing I'm going to do is the hem. Okay, I'm going to do both the sleeve hem and the robe hem at the same time. So basically what you do is just fold in, okay, 1 centimeter, okay, and then make 1 inch hem. Right, do the same for the sleeves. So that's what I'm going to do now before we go to the loops and belt. Okay, so the hem's done, as you can see, nice and neat. Okay, that's the hem done, and also the sleeves. Okay, the sleeves and hemmed as well. Okay, so the gown is almost complete. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to do the belt and loops. Okay, so I'm going to use that waistline mark which I used earlier. I marked earlier. I don't know if you can still see it. That's where I'm going to put the loops. Okay, so that's that. That's the gown done. Very neat, very beautiful. You determine how long you want your belt to be. Okay, I've cut mine in 2 pieces because I want it very long. So I have these 2 strips, okay, that I'm going to join to make the belt. Right, I'm going to join these 2 to make the belt, and these are the loops. All I'm going to do is fold them right side facing and stitch along as well as the other one. That's what I'm going to do as well with the belt. I'm going to join it first because I want it very long. Join it here first, okay, and stitch. Once that is done, then I fold it right side facing. Okay, my belt is going to be 2 inches wide, so I'm going to put 3/4 of an inch or 1/4 of an inch seam allowance as I join it. Okay, so yeah, that's what I'm going to do now. Okay, now I've sewn the belts and I've turned them inside out. As you can see, one end of the belt is closed and I've put out the corners, and the other end is open. This is where I pulled the belt from. So after pressing it, I'm just going to fold it in like that, okay, and then top stitch that end. Okay, and these are the loops done. So all I'm going to do now is just go and press everything, then I can attach them to the top. So this is the loop now pressed and flat. So what you do is you overlap it, just like about a 1 centimeter overlap there, okay, and it becomes a circle like that. Okay, so what you need to do is go to the mark, the waistline mark on the gown or robe, put it there, okay, like that, and then pin it in place. Right. Once that is pinned in place, okay, you stitch where the pin is, right, and then when you finish, you top stitch both ends of the loop so that it stays in place. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. Okay, now here is the finished gown. Okay, it's all done now. Loop is done, belt in place, right. Wait, go ahead and try this one on. Okay, gonna try it on so you can see what it looks like when I'm putting it on. There we go. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe, like and share.